all we know of Texas when we've never been here is cowboy stories. We think it's yellow, sand, cactus.
Empty, desert, prairie-like type of deal where people are still riding horses and throwing lassos around.
Texas is a very international place.
It is very open-armed for people that come here.
This is the energy capital of the world.
Houston is a very large medical center. It's actually the largest medical center in the world. Texas is very business friendly.
It's a way more welcoming and warm culture than we thought.
Radio Drilling is a Texas-based company now. It's founded by a Dutchman. We are a company that has built itself around patented technology that works in the oil and gas industry. It is very easy to do business in the United States. It takes virtually 24 hours to build a business here, from a legal point of view. But from a market point of view, it's one of the biggest markets in the world. I mean, Texas alone, with 430,000 wells for my industry, is obviously very attractive. In Texas, you say you're from Holland, you're already invited for dinner or visit the family.
New Compliance is a Dutch health IT company. What we do is we really help visualize information that's already somewhere in the hospital. And with that, we really help increase patient safety and decrease mistakes, complications, and we help hospitals save a lot of money. Houston was a no-brainer for us. We started coming here more and more. There are a variety of large customers that were very keen and excited about our technology. And the magnitude of this medical environment is humongous. Houston has 85 hospitals in the area here, which is more than all of the Netherlands has combined. And don't be afraid to spend more and reach for the stars in a much more extreme way than people would dare to do in the Netherlands.
MERIN is a maritime research institute in the Netherlands. Our goal is to make ships better and oceans bluer. Houston is the second largest petrochemical port in the world, just after Rotterdam. There is a lot of development coming in the renewable industry. But to do so, they need to understand the local market. There is reasons why the American industry is set up the way it is. And being in America for a long period of time allows us to interact with those markets as well. People work here other hours than in Europe. If you want to support them, you need to be there when their questions pop up.
I'm Chantal. I am the owner and founder of the Stroop Club. So we moved to the US because my boyfriend at the time won the green card lottery. We picked Austin because it had to check 3 boxes basically. First, it had to have good weather all year round. It had to be somewhat affordable, and it had to be somewhat liberal as well. So that's why we chose Austin. And we wanted to start something that could cross a bridge from our own culture to this one. Stroopwafels is kind of a logic idea. Everyone loves stroopwafels. And then every time, everything we wanted to try actually worked out. And now we're in all these coffee shops all over the United States. And it's so easy to talk to people. People are always welcoming you. Even your competitors will take time to explain you how the business works somehow. That is something you don't really get that often in the Netherlands. Leave your Dutch prejudice behind. Don't compare everything. Because it's the same language, the same music, the same clothes we're wearing, we look the same, it doesn't mean that the culture is the same. If we go to Asia or to Africa, we expect a different culture. If we go to Texas, we don't, but there is.
The Netherlands Business Support Office is very helpful in 2 ways. Number one, the introduction to Texas for mainly Dutch people. Secondly, the contacts that they have here as well on the Holland side, so they understand both sides of the coin.
When you're small and vulnerable, to have somebody to help you where they can, it's incredibly helpful. They're very active in organizing trade missions, which are great because that brings us in touch with other entrepreneurs who come to the same market. As well as introductions at a high level into potential customers.
The MBSO is the glue between all the Dutch entrepreneurs here.
The MBSO can really help you connect to the local professional societies and make sure that you connect to the right people in the first months you're here.